Okay, this is GreatStockPicks.com free weekly stock pick. I'm sending out two in one video because I got a couple charts I really like. YGE is one. It's I believe it's a Chinese solar. Nice pop last week out of a long base here on decent volume, not massive volume, but I'll show you another reason I like it here in just a minute. The 2-day high was 1070. Really nice break above, a lot of trading here. And then today held up pretty nice after it looked like it was rolling back over, held up pretty nice. So the 3-day high here, this little base you can see, is 1070, would be a break of this 3-day high. If I use 60-minute candles, you can kind of see it there. Here's my drawing tool. Yeah, you kind of have one of those big cup and a little handle here. Pretty bullish formation. So 1070 would be a clean break of this little base here. And you look to the left, there's really no consolidation up until around 11 here. And maybe you break that 11 high and really break out. Okay, so that's one stock that I like, and a couple reasons I like it too. TAN is the solar ETF. You can see a nice breakout today. A couple other solars, LDK, big breakout today. SOLF, JASO. TSL has been strong for a few days, so YGE a little bit behind, but this 3-day high here above that, maybe we make a run to 11. And another thing I like about it, let me go to 5s here, long base today, so if it does hit 1070, you have this nice long base from Monday to put your stop below. So let's just say it opens at 1065, 1070 would be a decent buy with a stop below this base here, at 10, maybe 1055, something like that. So it gives you a decent place for a stop. And then the other one is a lower priced stock, and I think it's a low float stock too, but a nice pop here back in the middle of December, all the way from the mid 3s to 548. Huge percentage gain there. You can see it popped, I don't know, a week later, and now, let me get my drawing tool going. What's interesting about it, long base here that it tried to pop out of before, came back into it, but now it's trading for several days out above this base. So the next logical move here, you do have catalysts to the left. We love those stacked catalysts. You hear us talk about them all the time. Over 530, which would be today's high, you have Friday's high of 538. So I'm going to call 531 as my first catalyst for tomorrow. That's my trigger. Knowing that 539 could easily get me through the high from the big volume breakout day. 549 would be that. So you've got 531, 539, and 549. I love when you have stacked recent highs that, if broken, could really get another leg up for this one. And you can see right here, this one can move when it moves, and a couple lower highs here. So I really like it. 531 would be my initial entry. And there it is, kind of using 60s. It can trade weird at times, I believe, because it's a lower float stock, but over this high, you can't help but think you get another leg higher, and you've got kind of a nice little wedge pattern forming. So we'll follow up tomorrow night with whether or not I called this in our live trading chat room or not, because everything we do depends on how it opens and intraday trading and the overall market. So we watch several things at a time. So keep that in mind. If if this opens at 450. We've talked about the catalyst of 531. If it opens at 450, I'm not a buyer at 531. It will have made too big of a move. But so these numbers that we put out are predicated on the assumption that we get an open somewhere around where we closed on Monday. So there you go, BSDM, and again YGE 2 for 1 this week, and YGE's trigger 1070 could easily get us to 11, and if we get through 11, could really be nice. So solar's finally maybe coming back into favor here, so we'll see. Anyway, we'll follow up tomorrow night on both of those, whether or not we traded them and how we traded them, kind of as an after the fact teaching tool. So have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.